Hi, my name is Lisa Begulin, and I am a certified personal trainer in Escondido, California. And I'm here today to tell you a story about my shoulder, which was injured back in 2008. And about 5 years later, I now have complete and total use of my shoulder thanks to a particular technique and technology actually called SCENAR. So I'll get to that in a minute. But first off, I just wanted to kind of give you an idea of the path that I took to get to where I am today. It's kind of a long road, but I'll try to keep it short. So back in '08, I was coaching volleyball and softball for my kids, and I was starting to have some nagging, pinching feelings in my shoulder. And then one day I was just doing a regular workout, and I lifted my shoulders up in front of me with some weights like this, and I felt a pop in my right shoulder. So from that point on, the pain started to get worse and worse, and I decided to go and see a doctor. So there began my long path to finding this miracle technology that actually finally fixed me. So I did the doctors, which of course were x-rays. Then they referred me to physical therapy because they said I had impingement and tendonitis. So I did the physical therapy, and then from there I went into, did some chiropractic and also some acupuncture, and I did it for quite a long time too. So I gave each and every mode of, or every potential cure a chance to try to fix me, and none of it worked. I rested my shoulder, I worked my shoulder, I iced my shoulder, I did tons and tons of mobility drills and stretching and strengthening, and nothing worked. So finally got the MRI. MRI comes back with a diagnosis of partial rotator cuff tears and subacromial bursitis, which is right underneath here. So what do you do when that happens? Well, they tried to give me a cortisone shot, which they did. I should have never allowed that. It did absolutely nothing, didn't help, only made it worse. So at a certain point, though, I became convinced that there was absolutely nothing that was going to fix my shoulder. By that point, my range of motion had become limited to about here. I don't know if you can see this. I'll go this way a little bit. So normally you can rotate your shoulder all the way back here. You can lift it overhead, behind your back, this way. I could do none of that. So I was pretty much stuck right here, and couldn't throw a ball anymore, couldn't coach volleyball anymore, couldn't coach softball, couldn't throw. I was completely in pain all the time, couldn't do a push-up. At the time I started getting my personal training certification, I was terrified that I wouldn't even be able to demonstrate an exercise for my clients because I was not able to properly use my shoulder. So it all started in 2008. Flash forward through the MRI to the actually orthopedic surgeon said I could have surgery, but it would be a 50-50 if I would actually have improvement. So that was really scary. I thought there was no way I was going to take a chance on that. And they gave me the impression at that point that I would really literally just have to live with it. So I went off figuring this was the rest of my life. A shoulder in pain, a shoulder that didn't work. My coaching days were over. I was just going to have to talk my clients through their upper body exercises, and it was awful. So just thank God I was in a meeting one day and I met Dr. Peter Lathrop. He is a wonderful man, a doctor who practices something called SCENAR, which stands for Self-Controlled Neuroadaptive Regulator. And it's just a very small device that, when placed on the skin, actually heals soft tissue injuries. So rather than spend another minute crippled, I decided to go see Dr. Lathrop. And he, in 6 weeks, treated my shoulder painlessly with this technology. And after that, I also saw a gal by the name of Dr. Anna Phillips, who does something called active release technique. And if you haven't heard of this, you really should look into it, especially if you have some sort of a frozen shoulder issue or any kind of adhesions in your joints. Anyway, so he treated the tissue, which healed. She gave me my range of motion back, and literally in 3 months, three months, I had my shoulder back. I would say it's at 95%. I never thought I would even see 10% improvement from where I was. I would have never believed it just because of the kind of pain and misery I was in. So I want to encourage anyone and everyone who is in any kind of pain, whether it's joint pain, nerve pain, if you've been diagnosed with any kind of a tear, a sprain, a strain, it doesn't matter what it is, SCENAR technology can heal these injuries. And I am proof, living proof. I would not be sitting here talking to you if I didn't believe this myself. So if you want to learn more about SCENAR, you can go to askascanarexpert.com and you can read all about Dr. Peter Lathrop, all about the technology and everything he does. Contact him and hopefully make an appointment. I hope this was informative, and I hope this encourages you to at least look into this technology. To me, it's nothing short of a miracle. I literally went from useless to useful, weak to strong. I had absolutely no shoulder strength whatsoever, and now I have an incredible amount of arm strength. I'm doing push-ups again. I'm actually able to do a pull-up now. I wasn't even able to hang from a bar at one point. I mean, I couldn't get my arm up that high. So there's just been a whole ton of things that have happened, and all literally within the course of 4 months, when not one type of treatment, conventional treatment, and even unconventional like acupuncture, had effect on this healing, but SCENAR did. So I will encourage you to contact a certified SCENAR therapist, such as Dr. Peter Lathrop. He is the man in San Diego, so I would suggest reaching out to him. In about a month's time, I am also going to be getting my certification for SCENAR therapy, and would also be able to help you. So look below for the contact information and reach out to me or Dr. Lathrop, and we'll be able to help you, direct you to the right place to get in and get a consultation, and those are free. So anyway, thank you for listening, and I hope you got a lot out of this, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.